Big threes tonight, baby. 113-88. The Tide's gonna roll on to the Elite Eight. The Alabama Crimson Tide, for the second year in a row, will make the Elite Eight, beating BYU, number
Hey,
6 seed. They were really great, too, guys. It's nothing to snooch your nose up there, too. They played great. We just watched an elite performance from the Tide, literally a historic night for Alabama basketball, and it's such an amazing performance. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure if you're joining us, Nacho Alabama, we see you in the comments, brother. Thank you
It's
guys so
not
much
your
for
day,
joining us.
BYU.
Make sure you like us, subscribe to us right here at the Bama Standard, guys, and roll Tide roll as always. We're going to have a wonderful night. We got a wonderful show in tune for you guys tonight. Before we get started, how is my panelists doing tonight, Herb? How you feeling, brother?
well, I was told to knock out 50 push-ups for every 3 that we hit.
Yes.
So I had to do that before we got on air. So I'm a little tired, a little winded, but
A little bit.
feeling good. It's a good burn. It's a good burn.
Little winded, but feeling good. Herb is with us. Daniel Pettey, as always. How are we doing tonight, brother?
Man, if I could complain, I'd be an ass. There ain't nothing to complain about on a night like tonight, man. They've fallen. And y'all know my biggest thing, forget the threes. Those free throws.
Oh, yeah, man. Pettey. In the second half,
tonight.
I didn't see the last couple because I was getting ready for the show right here, but we were 100% last time I looked in the second half.
Well, 15 of 16 was the last stat line I saw.
Then,
we did shoot some after, but
then the one we missed was first half. And the second half was like 10 for 10 last stat I saw. So that's good. That's good. So it's good to see that, guys. We got my man Stephen M. Smith with us as well. How are we doing tonight, my brother?
JT, you got the Mountain Dew. I got Capri Sun. I had about six of these kiwi strawberry suckers before the game, and by God, they didn't work, man, because them jokers was raining down threes from heaven. What a night. What a night for Nate Oates and this team.
Man, what an amazing night for this. And we're going to, right before we get into it, though, Herb, while everybody's in here real quick, what do the people need to have when we're raining down threes? What should we be swinging around our head like a helicopter?
I mean, you're going to get tired if you were celebrating every 3 by swinging it, but you got to have your title towel, man. Head over to our boys at Whitwell Sports. Look them up. Check them out. Grab one. Your code is standard. I always like to say, tell them Herb sent you, but you might want to tell them Mark Sears sent you this time. But get your title towel today, baby. This is the time to be out there celebrating, having fun. This was a great night, man. This was a fun night.
It was a really fun night, guys. It was a great game. And something about Alabama, they didn't have no bricks. And when we talk about bricks, you can kind of look at something kind of similar to bricks, Pettey. That would be a stone. And if you're building something really beautiful at your house, you want it to look really good. Pettey, can you let the people know what they might need to have in or around their home?
I don't even know if I can do this promo after an Alabama basketball game because they don't know anything about it. They don't know nothing about string. They only know string music. And I'm talking about hard stone. But yeah, look, after a night like tonight, I know you're feeling good. And you're building that house. You're like, man, sweetie, I want some of that natural stone. I want my castle. Now it's time to build that castle after Alabama whips some tail on BYU. And the only place to go is Lamstone Company at realrockstone.com. I just realized I am not doing good on the banners. I'm going to hit you back up, Whitwell. I'm sorry. It's, we kind of fired up after night. But go to realrockstone.com. Lamstone, located in Anna, Alabama, one of the oldest, most trusted sources in the state. Tell them we sent you using the promo code TheBama Standard to get 10% off your purchase of stone today and build that beautiful castle dream home, not the bricks. I can't even say BYU was throwing up bricks. Hell, they scored 90.
I mean, they played great too. They had a shooting slump in the first half, but they came alive in the second half. And played great ball too. And if we look at this is just initial recaps here, guys. And then I'll let Herb kick us off, Pettey, and then Stephen M. Smith will wrap us up on the recap for tonight, our initial thoughts. And comments. Let us hear your thoughts, guys. We're going to double back on some questions on the back end of the show. We'll love to hear from you guys. So make sure you like, comment, and let us know what you thought about this game, too. This right here, if you break it down, obviously we're going to talk about the three-point game. Mark Sears, 10 for 16 from the 3 line, followed by Holloway at 6 for 13. He was overshadowed just a little bit. And then right behind that was Chris Youngblood at 5 for 11. Then you got Phylon 2 for 3 right there. And then, I mean, if you're looking at it, Sherrell, the freshman, went 2 for 2 from the 3 line and 3 for 3 for field goals. The dude shot 100% tonight. So the bucket was really big for Bama tonight, as the old heads would say. You couldn't miss tonight, So that's great for Bama tonight. That's what we needed. We needed to score. We needed to do this against BYU. As you can see, Pettey just alluded to them almost scoring damn 90. So we needed that. Herb, how do you feel about this game? Initial thoughts right here. Game just ended. 113 for the Tide, 88 for BYU. Bama, historic night for 3 points. 25 for 51 attempts.
That's crazy amount. That is to hit 49%. Yeah. That usually makes you think your team is behind and jacking up a whole lot of threes, not ahead and making a whole lot. But man, first off, I'm glad this was more comfortable than I thought it was going to be. I think we got to about 10 and the lead stayed there, 10, 8, 10 for most of the game until we really ran away with it. But the level of disrespect before this game with how many people were picking BYU was crazy.
I agree.
They had an ESPN article where they had 3 experts who were picking every game. They agreed on every single game and picked the favorites in every single game except ours. 2 of them picked BYU, 1 picked Alabama. And I was thinking, what is the rationale here? Well, BYU is a great scoring team. Yeah, but so are we. We're a better scoring team. We play better defense. We played in a harder conference. Like, what is this just the trendy pick for them to upset us? Because everything they do, we do better. So I was like, okay. And you saw it. They had a game plan. They decided to come, go inside. And then we would just trade out of 3. And even the announcers like, you can't trade 3s for 2s forever. And every layup they missed, every jump shot they missed, we made them pay on the other end. And you talk about how many 3s we shot. You really had 3 main guys kind of leading your charge and everybody else taking smarter shots. And I think that was key. Sometimes in these games, everybody starts throwing up stuff. And you're like, no, Sears, you're free to go. Holloway, you're free to go. Youngblood, he took a crazy 3 earlier in the game with his feet.
Oh, yeah.
And it just hit the backboard. And I think after that, it was like, okay, let me just take rhythm 3s. And a lot smarter, shot selection. So we got to the point where when I fully believe this, Sears threw up a bad alley-oop pass to Cliff so he could get the ball back to shoot another 3, and that was our game plan for the rest of the game. So
that boy Will Martin Jr. said, "Boom, we just hit another 3."
You couldn't think that Sears was going to continue to shoot that badly for long, And I feel like that was part of why people thought BYU could get us. But they wouldn't have done that to anybody else. If Cooper Flagg had 2 terrible games, they'd be like, oh, next game he's going to get them. But Sears are like, oh, maybe he'll just keep shooting that bad. So
I feel like this is the perfect time for me to make an edit with the I'm coming out. Because I felt like that's what it was with Sears, bro. When he came out tonight, it was like, all right, cool. I've been chilling, man. I'll let y'all see the rest of the team. All right, my turn. Boom. It was just like, dude was just money all night. And when he broke the record, that step back he did, little gibber step back move from the baseline on the far side, man, that was just, I looked at him and was like, that's money. Before you could just tell it was, I was like, that's money, man. Pettey, how do you feel about this right here? We know about the 3 points. We see that too, but Bama, man, ball movement too was great. Free throws. I know you're going to talk about that as well. How are we feeling, brother?
Yeah, ended up 18-21 from the charity stripe. It's something I always harp on, but the 3-point line is just absurd. Everybody was shooting. And now look, man, we said this earlier in the year. When Bama shoots like this, there's nobody in the country that can beat them. But I want to get back to the national disrespect, man. The national media, before the tournament started, they were pissed that the SEC got 14. They were fawning at the fact the SEC was just going to just bomb out in this tournament, and they didn't. So now they keep hoping it and keep hoping. I'm like, did y'all not watch basketball? And I hate transitive property, but people are like, man, BYU can really score. I'm like, well, okay, let's go back to the preseason when all these teams that keep getting bounced by SEC teams that played other SEC teams and lost, like Houston. I hate to break it to you. I'm proud you're a number 1 seed. You played 2 SEC teams and got your ass whipped. You're going to either face Kentucky or Tennessee, and they're better. I'm sorry, but when they talked about what you were talking about with BYU, I'm like, I remember Ole Miss playing BYU in a preseason tournament and kicking their ass. Ole Miss isn't as good as Bama. Explain to me. I'm sorry, I got to do the Mississippi third grade math. 1 + 2 = Bama's better, and they showed it tonight. Yeah, great on scoring 88. When you score 88 and still lose by 25, I mean, man, what a flawless performance by this offense. And it just goes to show I've felt like this since Oates has got here. There's not a more exciting offensive product. And you don't even – that's not scoring 115. That's just on the 90-point nights. When it goes together like this, man, don't let the Tide get hot, because if that team's hot, nobody in the country can score with them.
I agree. Stephen M. Smith, wrap us up here, man. Alabama versus BYU recap. If you're just joining us, guys, make sure you leave your comments, your thoughts on the game. If you got any questions about players, team, anything like that, leave us some questions real quick. We'll get those back in the show. Stephen M. Smith, wrap us up right here. Alabama versus BYU. We just had a historic night. How we feeling, brother?
I mean, for me, guys, it was two things. I mean, I feel great, but it was two things. Number one, it looked like nobody really took a bad shot in the second half.
Yeah.
Every shot, it felt like, whether you made it or missed, it was shot in rhythm. It was shot in flow, whether it was in the half-court offense, trailer and transition, off pick and pop, really didn't matter. Once they touched that ball, whether it was Sears, Fallon, Youngblood, Stevens, it didn't matter. Holloway, when they touched that ball, it looked like, okay, green light, shoot it. You are in rhythm to flow and shoot the basketball. So I felt like the ball movement, there was not a shot where you could say, God, that shot was awful. No. Every shot was like, take it. Even if you miss, darn, good luck though, because you were in flow taking the shot. But then number two, every time BYU made a run, Bama had an answer. That's what I appreciated. When BYU started to make a run and chip into a lead, you had a big three by Holloway to say, hold on, you ain't getting back close. A big three by Mark Sears, hold on, you ain't getting close. A big three by Chris Youngblood that really had BYU fans going, man, can we get close to him? Every time BYU thought they had something, Bama had an answer. That was huge.
I agree. Bama had a big answer in big moments the whole game. Bama looked really good. I think the biggest thing here, we got to look at the turnovers. You got to look at the point of, we don't need bad turnovers and bad moments, and I want us to stay high in this and not get low for this next game we play, because this next game is going to be obviously Arizona or Duke. A lot of people are going to say Duke. Don't count Arizona out just yet, but obviously Duke's really good. I know everything with Duke, but we've beat Auburn. Auburn's beat Duke. I know you can't win games like that, but we can compete with them. I don't fear the jersey, like that. So wouldn't be too upset there. But if you want to kind of just wrap up right here, initial thoughts, guys. Bama did what they needed to do, what we thought was going to happen. Boys look good tonight. You were so right, Miss Johnson. They look great tonight. Great shooting, great rebounding, great ball movement, great team ball. I think Bama's peaking at the right time is what we've said on this show for over the past probably 2 months, that, all right, we were like, oh, okay, that loss is okay. We're all right, we're okay. Even in the SEC tournament, okay. Because now is when you want to be peaking. Now is when take the top off and go. See how high you can go, because that's how you win it. When you're trying to like, oh, well, let's save this guy for to play Saturday or to play Sunday or to play, that's when you end up losing. So it's great to see what's going on with Alabama right now. We'll kind of go to pivotal moments right here in the game, guys, which I think was a couple of them. Stephen M. said one. I think every time they started to get a run, Holloway was hitting a three right there behind it. Sears was finding a guy for a three, was getting a big play inside. I think that helped halt it. Pivotal moment for me right here is they go on that 9-0 run to start the game. We were up like 4-0, then they go like 9-0, and then Bama just, boom, 7-0s them, and then we're up. And we just go and go. And like Stephen M. was saying, every time we were just staying up. I think that was the moment for me early in the game when we got up and ran with it. And that's what I was saying in the group chat early. And I even said it on X too, Twitter, X, whatever you call it. I said, now's the time to build the lead, stay on it, and do not let them try to keep up in this 2-3 point game. Build that 10-point lead, that 8-point lead, and stay there. So it's going to be fun. Pivotal moments for me, though, was that. Herb, I want to hear yours. Pettey, Stephen F. Smith. Herb, how you feel about that?
No, I think you took one of the best ones, honestly. That early start, when they kind of jumped out and did that little run, I was like, oh, come on. Don't, especially given what you read. And I'm already thinking, do I got to go start changing clothes already? And then we were just steady. You could just see there was no panic in us. It's kind of like Stephen M. said, there was no bad shots. There was no rush to catch up. We were like, you know what? We're going to play our game. Sears is heating up. We're going to feed him. And I think that's one of the best things about this team. There's just no egos out there. Whoever's hot's going to get the shots. And I don't think they care about any of the rest of it. So, I think you took the best one. We answered the early bell. Kind of once we went up, we were steady. There was no long scoring droughts from us. They were trying to trade 2s for 3s for a long time. And we just kind of outplayed them. But I think early on was the biggest moment for me.
I'm with you 100%. I think early on was the key moment. But as well, there was other ones as well to keep those moments going, though, Pettey. What's the moment you felt that kept Bama going? Obviously, we know the early one. What's the moment you felt maybe kept Bama going, a pivotal moment that could have been something, big swings here?
Well, we'll add to that. When they went on that run, Sears missed his first 3, and I was like, that kind of got it. That first thought that crept in your head, and after a game like tonight, you can't believe you thought that at some point in the night was, oh crap, man, is he still a little cold? I think the most pivotal moment was that first one went through the hoop, and then they started rolling. But man, it seems like big dunks from our man Grant have ignited this team in recent games. And man, he did it again tonight. And when it seems like when that goofy joker gets up and brings that thunderous dunk down, it comes out of nowhere. I just don't expect it every time. And then it's like a posterized. It seems like the team feeds off that. I thought Grant, outside of Sears, I thought Nelson came to ball tonight. When those two guys are in lockstep, this team's unbeatable.
Yeah, I agree, Pettey. You're spot on right there. The Nelson dunk, man, it is igniting the team.
I didn't know he could run like that.
He shocks me. He looks so.
No, he gets me with his Euro, with his little 2-step. He gets me with it, man. That pull, he'll pull the ball back in. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, he's looks good, man. We need it. I think he's a big piece to our team, as we saw what we looked like without him too, and how we struggled against Robert Morris. And then we saw how he stood up and said, no, put me in the game. And then he came in, the game changed instantly. So I think that's big. Stephen M. Smith, real quick, tell us who do you feel, or what moment, it ain't got to be a who, or what moment kind of was a big moment for the Tide in this game?
Okay, so I think it was in the second half, early second half, where BYU hits a 3. And Bama was up 10. BYU drills a 3. They're now down 7. The crowd starts to chirp inside New Jersey. And the player that hits the 3 for BYU, Denham, gets called for a technical foul. He gets hit with the technical. And Mark Sears hits the 2 technical free throws. And in the ensuing possession, Holloway nails a 3. I thought that was pivotal because if Sears doesn't hit the technical free throws, and then Bama does make a bucket, BYU keeps that momentum off that made 3 from Denham. So I felt like the Denham 3 brought some life into BYU, but Sears making those free throws, BYU missing the shot on their next possession, Bama gets in transition, and Holloway nails a 3. That was pivotal.
That is, man, and I'm so glad you brought that up, because that was a moment where I was like, it was like, oh, you got us. Oh, well, did you really get us? Like, because, and honestly, I didn't really like that call too much, being honest, unless something was said that was like hurt, like when I say like, obviously unhumane, racial things like that. One of the magic obviously, words, yeah. Yes, like you should be called. But if it was like 3 or money or in your face, like if it's something like that, like, man, I mean, I was like,
it looked like it looked like it wasn't anything crazy that he said.
Yeah, because Bama didn't react. Because if he did, the Bama dude would have reacted. He would have reacted. Yes.
Like, looked like Denham. It looked like Denham said to the commentary bench. And when he said it,
and he said 3. I think he said 3.
And when he said it there, that's when the ref eyed him and teed him. I'm like,
I know I did not like that.
You can let that one go.
That's
something we haven't talked about. The refs really decided to assert themselves in the second half. And I was like,
yeah, of course they did.
It's such a fun game. What are you guys doing? You know,
they literally slowed it down.
Yes. And the announcers mentioned several times, well, this helps BYU, but then our lead kept growing. So I guess they were like, all right, we can't do anything.
I promise y'all talk about the trash talk. And if I ever got a chance to play BYU, I'd probably have one of them dudes wanting to hit me. With the ball game.
Okay, Chris Youngblood Jr.
Trash talking is a part.
Hey, buddy, you just go home and soak with your girlfriend.
As long as we're not throwing out like hateful, terms towards each other, like certain things. Like I'm cool with trash talk as long as it don't get personal to that extent of you talking about somebody's actual mom or their kids stuff, and like trash talk, a 3 in your face or. You can't guard me, stuff like I got you. Like you can't hold me.
All you get to do is soak at BYU.
Yes, like I get those.
I can't let that pass.
When he turned around, he probably just told him 3. It literally looked like it. Obviously, if he said something like that, our player would have reacted way differently, and so many other people behind him would have reacted differently too. But it is what it is. Game's over now. I don't think it replaces 25 points or whatever we won by. But it was a momentum swing, and I like how you pointed that out, Stephen Smith. Great point there. And before we move on, and while we got everybody in here, and Pettey, we can run it back for them real quick at the bottom. What do they need to have, Herb, swinging around? What do they need to have? Wherever A-Day's coming up, what do you need to have?
I mean, you need an extra one if you're heading out to A-Day game? Do I need to hook you up while we out there?
And if you tell him Mark Sears sent you, you got to get 3. All right, you gotta
Somebody
get 3.
said it early. Yep, you got to get 3. Man, go get your title towel today, man. Hit those guys up. Great folks. I love them. Text them all the time. Whitwell Sports. Code is standard. Get your discount today. Grab your title towel. Grab 2. Grab 3.
Oh my gosh. No way. Mark Sears hit another 3, bro. He just hit another 3.
Not surprised. If I'm him, I don't leave the gym tonight. I'm like, I'm gonna stay out here till the next game. I'll be here till Saturday.
That pool says what? Mark passing out 3s like Oprah passing out books. You get a 3. You get a 3.
Literally, I saw Mark do his little signature thing like that. And he went back down the court right when he threw it up. I just said, went right in, boy.
He shot 75, but I don't know if my favorite was the one where they pulled up with the behind the back pass to give it to him, or it was the one off the rebound where I just said, damn, where he just grabbed it off of a quick rebound, didn't even set up, didn't look to see that he was 4,700 feet from the rim and just pulled the damn thing.
I like the record break.
The Cliff one was the best one. The Cliff one was the best one.
No, to me, the best one was BYU has it, follow away, quick hand, steals it, gets up the court, and does like a Steve Nash, no look behind the scene, just up, corner 3.
That's the one.
That's the first one I was talking about. The no look behind the back. That's the one. That was my favorite.
That was nasty. That was nasty.
My favorite is Cliff misses a dunk. So the next time down, he throws him a bad alley-oop. So Cliff got to give him the ball back. Say, this is why we don't do that around here. And then he hits a 3. He says, see? No more of that.
I like that. I like the Steve Nash no look.
I'm taking the record breaker when he did the little jibber step back. Man, that was super clean. Way to step back in that corner right there, make the shot.
No, I think they're right. The Nash one is definitely the better one. The Cliff one is more of the goofier one.
Yeah, the Nash one
to tell Cliff a little.
The Nash one is really good. And
No,
go ahead.
Or that where he just decided to say F you. I'm shooting it wherever I can get it.
Oh my God.
Hey, they asked him tonight, Sears, when are you open? When I step off the damn bench, I'm open. And I'm shooting.
Why it didn't say off the bus?
Yeah, when I got off the bus tonight, I was open.
He got off the bus shooting. That boy got off the bus shooting tonight. And I think this is good going forward. We definitely have found our shot. Now, let's hold it here. Obviously got a big game coming up. Got to let this one go after this right here. Got to let this go like now and focus on who's playing right now. So it's Arizona Duke fitting to start.
I think that's the good thing, though, about a 25-point win, JT, not to cut you off. I don't think you marinate on this game long. You move on. Shit, we kicked our ass. Now let's go watch this game.
You got to move on.
You're not celebrating this that big. We took care of it.
Yeah, and we're in the Elite Eight, which is great, but go ahead.
Yeah.
But guys, this is the reason why we love the NCAA tournament. It's why you love March Madness. You cannot dwell on one game. Like, because if I overdwell on this, I'm not going to be prepared for this, and I'm going home. Like, you literally have to have a short attention span to survive in this tournament. You literally have to have that.
And
let's be honest, people celebrate. Sorry, I'll make this real.
No, go ahead.
People celebrate Sweet 16s. They celebrate Final Fours. It's like Elite Eight passes so fast that you barely even notice you made the Elite Eight.
It's hard to celebrate some of these stuffs because you only get 2 days to celebrate that you made the Elite Eight. And
fun fact,
it's funny. What's
the
fun
Alabama would have not made a single 2-point shot tonight, they still would have won the game.
Raj posted that earlier, and he hates you right now, Pettey, for not posting this post.
Sorry, Raj. I'll give you credit in retrospect. It's just it's stuff flying everywhere. Think about that. Not made a 2 and still won tonight.
Yeah.
So if we're thinking about it right there, Stephen M just hit it about Bama going forward right there. That's a perfect way to put it.
Yes.
Herb kind of tatted on there. Pettey, you got anything to hit on Bama going forward here? Maybe we need to look at Bama just hit another 3. You were right, Curtis White. I just saw it go in. That was Phylon that time.
No, Curtis, that was me as a walk-on. I came off the bench and drained one.
I got my Brandon Miller jersey on. I came right in and hit one for him.
This is when you start chanting for that special little white dude at the end of the bench that everybody wants to see hit the 3.
Yeah. And when he makes it, everybody's like,
the practice squad guy got one. Yay! Look, final thought. We got Duke, Arizona coming up. Obviously, this is what makes this great is we kind of get to sit back and really enjoy this now. It's like, all right, now we get to all scout fans, whatever coaches, but I'll be honest, and call me psychotic. I want Duke. I want the best. I want it to be
the same.
I want the runs to be through. I don't want it. I mean, Arizona, hell, and I know I don't want to knock Arizona. They're a basketball name. They're always in it. But give me Duke, man. I want to beat Duke on the way.
Look, Arizona is a strong basketball program.
Yeah,
love what they're about. Defensively, they can score. But the names that have been solidified at Duke, the Christian Leitners, the Grant Hills, the Chris Duhans, the Coach K, the freaking Blue Devil itself. Give me that.
Yes, Stephen, and to your point, the games we remember in our lifetimes of basketball, Leitner versus Kentucky. You want to be in the biggest games that are remembered for lifetimes, you want to play the Dukes. Let's go kick Duke's ass and be remembered. You want to become a blue blood in this sport? Go beat those teams.
Yeah.
Well, hold your breath. Arizona's up 14-0 right now. I'm just playing. I'm joking. I'm joking.
He's lying. I'm watching the game. I'm like, wow. Oh.
I was like, are you shitting me? What? Hold up, man.
Yeah.
We're all about to be like, time out on the Duke guy.
Okay, so we're gonna the Wildcats. That's what we're looking for. They got a great program.
Wildcats. Switch it up. Everybody's in the private chat. Wildcats. That's funny. I'm joking. Duke is up 2-0, I believe, right now. It was.
Yeah, it's tied at 2. Yeah.
Oh, tied at 2. Game just started.
It just started.
Should be a good game, though, guys. But we're gonna finish up here. We got one more topic, guys. Everybody's gonna know what this is already.
Come on.
Player of the game, we know it. Let's talk about it real quick. And what I mean about that is let's just touch base on what we saw tonight. Let's give our roses where they're due. Because even though it's obvious, I still think he's deserving. Mark Sears, player of the game right here, 34 points. He could have broke the 3-point record, the solo one himself. But he did make the shot that had Alabama beat the record right there, which is amazing. There was other guys contribute all throughout the night, which is great. Mark Sears, 34 points. The dude, also the first player in NCAA history to have 30-plus points and 7 assists in a game. He is the first ever alone to do that. That stat was mentioned during the game. Some of you may have heard it. So that one's a very interesting as well. Herb, how do you feel about player of the game? You can give Sears, you can give another guy, but I'm just going to stick with Sears. And I wouldn't be mad if everybody says Sears because of what it is, man. It's just he deserves it.
I want to give Holloway and Youngblood some flowers. They shot great out there. Mm-hmm. They definitely deserve. But come on, I mean, 10 for 16 from 3 is ridiculous enough already. When you add assists on it, was the low turnover numbers too as well, I believe, right? Yeah, just 3 turnovers, which you still probably like to cut that down, but it seemed like smarter play. He seemed freer out there today. He just seemed like he thought we were at practice still and didn't even realize that other people were on the court. So it just him relaxed and hitting and having fun is Alabama's best version of itself. But no, I got to give him his respect. All year we kind of tried to say let's not give Sears player of the game every game because it would get old. No, not tonight. He scored as many points tonight as he had in his other 2 games combined. So way more 3. So that's
and he played great tonight. Pettey, who you got, brother?
Ditto.
Yeah, not much to say.
I mean, come on. I love, and y'all know me, I like to try to dig in. I thought Grant was a real glue player tonight. I thought Cliff had his moments tonight. We wanted to see some toughness out of him. We're starting to see it in the last few. Come on, man. Sears, 34 points. They took him out with 5. When you're giving him a break with 5 to go because you got it, and he's got, he could have easily put up 40 because they would have fouled him. Man, what a night. What a night. What a special night from a special player and a kid that we'll remember for a long time here at the Capstone. And I want to just echo what Herb said on that. We always kind of bite to give it to Sears because we look for other players. Not tonight, baby. You got it. It's yours.
Yeah, it's definitely his tonight, man. It's got to be. That's a wonderful night. Stephen M. Smith, who you got, man?
Man, I gotta go too, and it's the Bama backcourt. I'm going Sears and Holloway. Sears and Holloway and good tonight. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Oh yeah,
great comparison. Both of them just dagger threes. It's like every time BYU felt like I got him, I finally could get back. Said no, Holloway, no, you're not getting back in here. Sears and Holloway combined. I'm watching the game stream and I'm like, these two just give them the green light. They don't. When they cross half court, they're open. Forget crossing half court. The moment they touch the ball, let them shoot it. Let both of them two shoot it. So Sears and Holloway for me.
Yeah. Imagine Youngblood hitting 5 threes and being third on the team. He's like,
and 19 points. 19 points. Dude, having a great night, man. Had a great night and had some deep threes. I'm talking about there was some deep threes. He said, get ready for Duke. TJ said, not so fast. Arizona's up by 1 right now. But and I think that Arizona's up by 3. Arizona is going to be a team to look at as a scary team for Duke tonight because this might be the team that is their record doesn't show us how good they are in tournament play. But we'll see that here in just a few hours. Fun there. We'll wrap up that Sears player of the game. That will kind of do it for our topics tonight, but we will answer some questions that we had from the show. And also, while everybody's still here, thank you guys for joining us tonight. If you're new to it, we have the show every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central. We changed the time tonight due to we went live after the game. Make sure you join us every Thursday. Like and subscribe right here to the channel at the Bama Standard. We have over 13,000 subscribers, and the way you can keep these shows going is to subscribe so we can keep bringing you guys great Bama content. Way for us all to hang out, chat in the comments about our favorite Bama stuff. So, with that being said, we're gonna rapid fire these questions right here.
Man, we kind of went through them as they came tonight. I'll be honest, cool. Most of our fans our chat was as lively as it's been, but most of it was just going back and forth. The only one
I wanted to say, somebody said something about Philon's play, and I want to say this: Philon's play is nothing wrong with him. He had 2 boards, 6 assists. That's 8 right there, and the 2 boards he had were clutch. The assists he's having are great too. That's points. He also had 8 points himself. So he had 2 made threes. Not bad there. He's playing his role. Sears was hot tonight. Get him the ball. Holloway's been hot. Holloway played great tonight, and he had 12 or 13 points last game, which was decent. So everybody's been kind of scoring. Nothing's wrong with Philon. I would say don't worry there. He's been playing excellent, and also the turnover and defense for him. He does not really
what it is.
Have bad turnovers in his defense. He creates turnovers, which is wonderful to have for him. Stephen M., you got something to say?
I was going to echo your point, JT. When you talk about Philon, when he was defending out there, he limited BYU to a lot of one shots. He limited the Cougs to a lot of one shots, and you're able to get the defensive rebound. So even if Philon is not scoring the way you would like to see him score, his ability and his effort on the defensive end, limiting opposition to one shot and forcing a turnover, he's holding that ground there.
Yeah. All right, so
he's also never been
a post-game Elite 8 post-game show. If you want that, do me this favor. In 5 minutes when this video posts, I want you to come back on this video. I want you to like the video if you haven't already. Comment on the video, whatever you liked about the show or whatever you liked about tonight. Comment on the video.
Talk about how good looking the dude was in the bottom right corner, left, whatever side I'm on. Whatever.
Share it with like 5 to 10 friends and just share it with them. And do that. And we will have a post-game show for you guys Saturday.
Also,
we got to look at the time.
Also, comment on if you like the 3D Stephen M. Smith glasses. 3D.
Oh, Lord.
Are those the kind that got videos and you can read stats and talk to you in the ear?
Yeah.
The post-game show would definitely be, I think we'd play Saturday. I don't know what time yet. Herb,
do we know the Saturday?
The time frames, the time slots.
Yeah, you're either like the 6 or 8 game. It's just like tonight.
Okay.
So you'd either be at like either a 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock, somewhere in that.
Okay, cool.
Be the early one. I don't know how it'll work because Duke.
Yeah, because Duke is the late game, so it doesn't matter.
So it's not like you'll stay in that same.
Right. Yeah, it's impossible
Duke
to
playing right now. Yeah, Duke playing right now is definitely will be the late game. So
Herb, are you and Raj doing a post game?
Yeah, we're doing a post game. We actually got Way Off Sides is coming on to join. One of the guys.
I love Way Off Sides. Jeff, y'all got Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff is coming on.
Well, we will. Cool. JT, you down for post game? Steven, you down for post game?
I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down, baby. Hey, that'll be awesome. We can do that. We'll find out a time. We'll do right here. Same thing, guys. So we'll do this. The end of the game, I'll put out something else, but right at the end of the game, we'll be live. So check us out, guys. We're going to end the show tonight, but thank you so much for – actually, hold on. Before we end the show, I did not do it yet. Let the people know where they can find you at, Herb, real quick before we end the show, and then we can.
We're working on the merch right now.
At the next game, and you'll get the Herb bobblehead.
Bobblehead.
For the first person that gets into the next Bama game, you get
my bobblehead's holding a do. My dude's holding a do like this.
Mine says the better Ragsdale on it. That's what mine says.
Oh God.
Hope Raj is still out there. So Herb and Raj podcast. You can catch us Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. And then, like they said, we always do a Saturday night show. And like I said, we'll just try and work ours around y'all because I like myself. I like to be on as much as possible. So,
yeah,
you got look at this beautiful face. Everybody's got.
If you want to bring Raj on too, bro, bring him.
Okay. Now, can we bring the bourbon too, or do we got to save that for our show?
We could bring Jeff too, bro. We could bring Jeff on too if Jeff wants to come. We can do the whole show here. We can just have a big shebang here.
Unless you're not sharing.
There. People have rules when they come over. They have to limit how much alcohol they take because I will have you sleeping on the couch.
Oh God.
People have strategies when they come to the house. Oh no, Herb, I don't know where my glass is. Don't fill me up again.
Yeah, man. Listen, to take it from me and my wife, we were at 8A with Herb, and let's just say that I got to the point where I was like, all right, I'm getting on somebody's back. All right, I'm not walking no more. All right, I'm getting on somebody's back. We about to piggyback me out of here because I'm feeling good. But we'll be back at 8A again this year, guys. A lot of great things coming for 8A for us. I'm going to be there interviewing people. I'm pretty sure we're going to have other people here. Pettey's probably going to be there. I know Stephen M's in town. I know Herb's probably coming through as well, guys. We'll do some pop-up stuff for the Bama Standard. We'll have Talking Bama crew there. I'm pretty sure Pettey, they'll have some stuff going on too. So it'll be great to see you guys. Before we end out the show, though, Herb, let the beautiful people know where they can find you at, brother.
Herb and Raj podcast Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. And then, like I said, we always do a Saturday night show. It'll morph into a post game depending on when we play, but you can catch us all over. Herb Raj podcast on YouTube as well. Go check out our videos.
Check them out, guys. Daniel Pettey, where can the people find you at and what you got going on, brother?
Man, you can find me at Pettey_Daniel. I think it's scrolling across if I said it wrong. But man, I'm all over the network. What's this? I want this rumor address before I tell you where to find me. Is there truth? I didn't approve this. Where's my vote? I didn't get a vote.
I'm saying I know I'm probably.
Did you get a vote, JT?
Hold up. I know my vote share probably isn't high as yours, Pettey, and Justin's, but I do know mine is a percentage, probably like a little 5 to 10. I'm voting yes. Okay.
I've got an 18 first place vote to throw in this thing.
Okay, I'm probably, if it was like electoral votes, like I'm not like no, hold on, I didn't mean it like that. Let me not say that. That's gonna get way too crazy. But anyways, I know my shake isn't high as everybody else, but I'm voting yes on that. That would be a great show to add to the Bama Standard is the Herb and Raj podcast. That would be great to have on here. We'd have to find a night, but that'd be a great show to have, guys.
I did not get a vote, but I certainly don't need one because I 100% agree. It would be a fantastic addition to the Bama Standard to get Herb and Raj here permanently. If you haven't watched them, go watch them. They're fabulous, especially Raj. Herb, he's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Raj is the star of the show. We all know.
Look, guys, they are great panelists and great hosts of their own show, guys, and great analysts of the games, and even better people. Make sure you check them out. They really are. Not just saying they're blowing smoke. I would say that in front of anybody, or whether they're around or not. I wholeheartedly believe Herb and Raj are one of the greatest people that I personally know. They're wonderful people. Ain't that right, Herb?
I mean, you were half right. So, yes.
Speaking of blowing smoke, but you can catch me on Monday nights with my man Smoke.
No, man, I love you guys, man. Yeah.
And then Tuesday nights, I'm on the Bama Standard and the Final Whistle. And then on Thursday nights, I'm here with you beautiful gentlemen talking Bama basketball as long as we keep it going. And I guess I'll be here Saturday night, talk this stuff.
Yeah, we got one more swing in this, baby. And even no matter what happens, we'll have a follow-up show to recap the season.
Definitely.
Either way it ends or however it goes, we're going to have a follow-up show to kind of say bye and what we planned for to happen with the show. Will be a pause, and there will be videos posted and stuff. We will not do a weekly show. I do a couple episodes and commitment things coming up leading up to October before the season tips off. But we will be back for season next year, or, well, this year, but later on this year, next season. But Stephen M. Smith, let the people know where they can find you at, brother, and what you got going on, man.
Well, on X, at Coach M. Smith right there on X. You can find me right here. Bama Standard on Tuesday nights, with the crew there, Justin, Smoke, Marvin, Steve Brown, myself. Sunday night talking Bama, JB, JT, myself. On Thursdays, it's been awesome being a part of this panel right here, going on hard in the paint with you, JT, the better Ragsdale, Herb, and Pettey at the bottom there. And then also, I'm also doing videos for the channel about Bama football spring practice. Dropped a video today.
Check it out, guys.
The boy, Ty Simpson had a big spring scrimmage today. Did some big stuff there. Also going to be bringing out some stuff on the offensive line tomorrow that I got from the first scrimmage. And some stuff defensively that I got from the first
Stephen M. Sunday night, we're going to talk about a lot of that too on Talking Bama. So save a little bit. Save a little juice for us on Sunday night.
I will save bits and pieces because I've been getting the breakdown of what's really going on here.
Oh yeah, and we about to, bro. When I tell you we about to go meat and potatoes on Sunday night, like we going straight to it. We ain't about to eat the side dishes. We're going main course Sunday night.
Look, man. You saying meat and potatoes? I'm saying steak, collards, cornbread.
There you go. There you go.
Cornbread.
There you go, guys. Find me at I am Jay Glaze across every social media. Also follow me on TikTok, Roll Tide Nation. Almost 250,000 followers on TikTok, guys. Check me out, Roll Tide Nation. Once again, it's been a great show tonight, guys. Duke and Arizona 1-point game. Duke's up right now, 12 minutes or 11:30 or so, something like that. It's counting down. Gonna be a good game, guys. Won't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, no baby.
Roll Tide, everybody.
Roll Tide. Let's run it back up, baby.